Welcome back to Roundtable, I'm Nemo, and guys, after much anticipation and even a few early screenshots, we finally have the full trailer for the animated Scooby-Doo theatrical film titled Scoob. This has definitely been an interesting film to see develop. It's weird to see a CGI Scooby-Doo property in any form, and I wasn't exactly sure how I felt about the whole thing. If you were to go online, you would see a lot of mixed reactions, some people excited, some people saying this is like ruining their childhood, which is crazy, but ultimately I was just waiting for the trailer to drop so I could see if this movie is going to be good or not. And after watching the trailer, I still don't know how to feel. So without further ado, let's just break down everything in this trailer and get to know everything we can about the new Scooby-Doo movie. The film opens with Shaggy and Scooby, the classic duo, in a movie theater as they perform some meta commentary on it being a movie trailer. After Shaggy asks Scooby to do like the movie trailer voice, and then he actually starts narrating the trailer. It's like a funny fourth wall break way to start it. I'm not mad at it. One thing you will notice is obviously different is Shaggy's voice. That's because he's not voiced by his usual voice actor. Instead, he's being voiced by Will Forte.
Oh, come on. I know there's gotta be some Scooby snacks in here somewhere. Can you do the trailer guy voice?
This is made weirder by the fact that Scooby's voice actor is kept the exact same, played by the famous Frank Welker. That was one of my biggest problems when I first heard about this movie, is that they switched up the voice cast, specifically because Scooby-Doo has done such an incredible job of maintaining his voice cast over its prolific run as a franchise, and it seems sad to ditch these now famous voices now that they're on the big screen. It almost seems like this cheap Hollywood stunt to get more celebrities on board just to like have star power to sell the movie, which I would argue they don't even need because everybody loves Scooby-Doo anyways. We don't need Zac Efron playing Freddy, like what is this? But I digress. We then cut into this intense trailer about like a threat against the world, and honestly the movie looks pretty good up until this point. It looks intense and exciting, and I'm vibing with the style and animation. It's very colorful, it's very stylized but in a good way. But then the film takes like a 180 and then cuts to like the origin story of Shaggy and Scooby, I guess, revealing they apparently canonically met on a beach eating a sandwich. And then he stops him from being sent to the pound by this nasty cop who has nothing better to do than yell at puppies and small children on a beach. Also, real quick, kudos to the child voice actor for Shaggy, who's absolutely killing it. And then cuts to this like heartwarming scene on the bed where Shaggy's giving Scooby-Doo his collar for the first time, which first of all, I really am excited to know where he gets this collar because that is custom made, dude. This is like not cheap. But again, I digress. They hug and it's just like a heartwarming moment. My only real issue is how weird Scooby looks without his collar as a puppy here. Something is like so off about that thick neck. I do not know. So you look at this and you think, okay, this is going to be an origin story. It then cuts to Shaggy and Scooby meeting Freddy, Daphne, and Velma during, I guess, Halloween, and even what looks to be their first mystery together looking at a haunted house, paired with a Hollywood text saying their greatest mystery begins. So again, you think, okay, this is an origin story. Cool, I guess a Scooby-Doo origin story would be fun to see. But no, because then it cuts to the future again, where Shaggy and Scooby get abducted aboard this alien ship, and they make one of the funniest jokes ever where Scooby mistakes it for an IKEA. It lands, trust me. So I guess this is some sort of space mystery, also an origin story? I'm not mad at it, I'm just extremely confused. There's also these cute little robots, which I'm sure are gonna be like great for toys. But yeah, I mean, besides that, there's like one more scene with Daphne, Freddy, and Velma, where Velma describes like the DNA found in a hair, and Daphne makes a joke about it being her dad, which is honestly pretty funny. I'm hoping a lot of the humor like this carries over into the film, and it's not just in the trailer, because so far the trailers made me laugh a lot. We then get a message saying that it comes out in summer 2020, and that's pretty much it. That's all we know about Scoob. So there's a lot going on in this trailer. First of all, it looks like the adult plotline is splitting up Scooby and Shaggy from the rest of the gang, at least in this part of the trailer, which I think would be a really cool twist on it because they're usually split up anyways, but this time they're forced to be split up, and maybe the conflict is them trying to get back to each other. My main confusion is whether or not this is going to be an origin story or a story taking place in modern Scooby-Doo. I mean, right now it just looks to be both, but I'm very curious as to how they're going to handle this. Is the origin story going to be like the first half hour, and then we're going to cut to modern times? Are they going to cut back and forth like a lost flashback type sequence? I don't know. Despite how cynical I may sound, I'm actually very excited for this movie. My biggest fear though is that it's going to be just monumentally average. Scooby-Doo is a special franchise, and when it wants to be incredible, it totally can be. See Mystery Inc. or even Scooby-Doo and Cyberchase. That movie's amazing. When I found out Scooby-Doo was getting an animated movie, I was hoping they'd do something different and unique with it, maybe play around with the idea that they're doing this on the big screen now. I was wondering if they'd even be meta with it and they'd play around with the characters and the dynamics, but it looks like they're kind of playing a cookie cutter, if I'm being honest. It looks like just a straightforward Scooby-Doo mystery on the big screen, and little moves like having a celebrity voice cast over the traditional cast makes me a little nervous and honestly a little upset. I just hope this ultimately doesn't come out as some cheesy Hollywood movie that's nothing special and kind of comes and goes without anyone thinking about it, and this trailer didn't really reaffirm any of that for me, so I guess we'll just have to wait for more content to come out and ultimately when the movie drops, which again should be this summer. Other than that, I have no real issues with this trailer. I'm actually pretty excited for this movie. I really am a fan of the animation, some points more than others, but ultimately ultimately I think it looks really cool, and I love what they do with the colors and the lighting. I think it's really interesting. For being CGI, I feel like they're pulling it off pretty well. But like I said, I can't give a final verdict until I finally see this movie this summer, so until then, I guess we'll just have to wait. But until then, I want to know what you guys think about this. Are you excited for Scoob? Are you not? Did you see this trailer? Did you not? Let us know in those comments down below, or tweet to us at Roundtable Vids, or me at itsretronemo. If you want to consider helping out the Roundtable, you can support us on Patreon or become a member of the channel and get exclusive access to scripts and avatars. As always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe to the Roundtable for more incredible cartoon content. As always, guys, I'm Nemo. This is a cartoon news video, and I will see you next time. Peace.